Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas, here to bring you a WWE PLE, aka live event results slash, I guess, review discussion your way on our YouTube channel. Yes, you heard me right. We're talking about wrestling. I'm telling you guys, I was a little worried going into this because, WrestleMania for me personally was, not that well. There was a lot of matches that I didn't give a rat's butt, to tell you the truth, to watch or care about. And, there should have been other people that should have been on there weren't not. And it was just, I don't know, overall, a letdown for the King, personally, for the 2 days. Don't get me wrong, there's a few good matches, but So going to this pay-per-view, Backlash 2025 in St. Louis, the home of one Randy Orton. That's where the pay-per-view main event is built upon. John Cena versus Randy Orton for the title, to see if he's going to dethrone this evil, maniacal John Cena from walking away at the end of the year with the title and all this stuff and saying that he's the greatest champion ever and he'll be the last one, whatever. Anyways, guys, so 5 matches in the pay-per-view, which is pretty good. It's only like about maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes long, which is great. Didn't have to add all more than 5 matches. I like this 5-match pay-per-views. That's all you need. Give us a little bit, maybe some more. I guess every month, maybe 2 a month if you wanted to do that, but you didn't even have to do that. I was happy with what we got. Okay, the matches. We kicked off things with the 4-way, I guess, U.S. title match between Drew McIntyre, Damien Priest, LA Knight, and Jacob Fatu. And honest to God truth, it was exactly what I expected. I expected them to beat the crap out of each other for a little while. And later on, you might have got some sort of inside interference by Mr. Solo Sikoa, which he did. But this time, he brought someone new. He said he was running out of troops in his stable. He brought this new guy called Cobb. I don't know his first name, but he came in, he wrecked shop a little bit, tossed, I think it was it LA Knight into the ring? And of course, the Werewolf was giving him dirty looks like, what the hell's going on? Anyways, he reluctantly got in the ring, did his little splash, whatever, a couple of times, and he ends up keeping his title and walks out, gives him more dirty looks, and walks to the back, so he's still the champ. Overall, I gave the match, a pass. I'm not going to say it was the greatest thing I watched. And a lot of the matches today were good, but not great. And even the finale was probably the best match, but not, oh my God, it blew me away kind of thing. But it was better than WrestleMania match between Cena and Cody. I can tell you that now, my personal opinion. Okay, now, match that I wanted to see. I wanted to see the new Lyra Valkeria take on the man, Becky Lynch, for the women's IC title. It was exactly what we got. 2 girls, 2 women trying to wrestle each other, beating the crap out of each other, which they accomplished hands down. Up to that point, it was probably one of my favorite matches of the night. A lot of, expected moves and, results and all this other, finishes and what was going to happen. Even the ending was pretty cool with Lyra, looked like she got her nose busted, but she didn't. Rolled her up and pinned Becky Lynch 1, 2, 3, and that the ending was kind of a little weak for me. But overall, did it change my opinion on Lyra? No. I thought she would be a little bit more meaner, a little bit more talkative. No, I think Becky Lynch did more of the talking and slapping, if anything. But Becky Lynch left. She beat her up at the end because she was upset. Whatever. She ends up keeping her title. So I give this one also a pass. I liked it. I didn't love it. Okay, 3rd match of the night. I was really looking forward to it. As much as, whatever. Penta versus Dirty Dom for the men's Intercontinental title. Guys, it was funny. It was hilarious. It was exactly what I wanted. You got the crowd cheering Dominic, cheering Penta, both doing crazy-ass moves. You got Dom who flies through the ropes, grab Penta mid-air as he's landing, and he gives him a DDT. And I'm like, what? So he is capable of doing some cool moves. Penta did the same thing, him as well. Looked like he was going to get off the table. Then, of course, you got the Judgment Day members showing up, Carlito and all that. They get beat up. And then you got the American, Chad Gable guy coming in and, of course, hits him with his mask, headbutts down Penta, and then Dirty Dom does his move, and he ends up keeping his title and he wins. That match, I give it probably one of my favorites of the night, considering, okay? We're not talking it's like much difference, but I like that overall. So Dirty Dom keeps his title another week. Who knows for how long? But either way, it's interesting. But they did Penta dirty this time. Okay. Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Not that I was expecting a lot, but I was expecting a lot more physicality by Gunther. Don't get me wrong. He did beat the living daylights out of him. McAfee stood his ground. I give him that because I knew he was going to do it. Because no matter what, he can wrestle. I saw him in NXT when he was taking on Adam Cole and stuff. So I know what he was capable of doing. The storytelling was predictable. You knew Cole was going to eventually, get involved or try and whatever. He tried to hold Gunther's leg down when McAfee was trying to think. He kept on telling Gunther, end it, just pin him. What are you doing? Da-da-da-da. So a little teasing and jawing back and forth. And then gets his hands on there. McAfee tries to do his little whatever, but doesn't get anywhere. And of course, McAfee said he won't tap out. He didn't tap out. I told the Queen Mom, watch. He won't tap out, but he's going to pass out. And that's exactly how Gunther won. And then when he came through, Gunther kind of like gave him a little nod and walked out. I was expecting to beat the crap out of both of them, but he didn't. But it was a little bit of a letdown. I wanted more violence, but I didn't get it. But it was still okay. It still got a pass in the King's Book. Okay, now, this set us up for the main event. John Cena versus hometown of St. Louis's Randy Orton, the Viper. Beginning of the match, guys, I can tell you, honest to God truth, bored me to death. It wasn't until the last 15 minutes that I was like, okay, let's go, guys. And they end up doing it shot from shot, RKO, F5s, through tables, whatever you can think of, you can decimate, cool. And of course, the typical John Cena pushes Orton, knocks out the referee. Of course, you know what happens. Orton does a few things here and there. No, he can't get the pin because the referee's out. Then they bring another ref as Orton's trying to count. Then you get that one referee gets knocked out. Cena then grabs his belt. He gets zapped. Nobody's to help the pin thing. And as Randy Orton's ready to kick John Cena's head off, who pops up while the referee's out and gets involved in the match? R-Truth. And that's what I told my mom. That, hey, watch. R-Truth's going to get involved and it's going to cost Randy Orton. Someone is going to... That's exactly what happened. So as he's looking at him, got distracted. He gives him an RKO. And what happens before that? Then, of course, John Cena, low blow, title shot. The referee miraculously wakes up, comes in, 1, 2, 3, game over. But before that, the coolest point of the match for me is when the second referee gets knocked out, and all of a sudden you got Nick Aldis and about 30 other guys come to the ring to check out on the referee in the middle of the match, and Randy Orton is going, what the hell's going on here? And Cena's lying down there. Instead of getting another referee so they can finish the match, that happens. So Randy gets pissed off, and he RKOs Nick Aldis, Jamie Noble, and I'm telling you, it must have been at least 5 or 10 of them in a row to clear the ring before they continue their match, and that's when R-Truth and all that stuff happened after. But it picked it up. That, to me, was the match of the night. It was the highlight for me. It was pretty cool, but I knew he was going to lose. There's no way Cena's going to lose his title. I knew Randy Orton was going to lose. It was just a matter of how he was going to lose it and who was going to interfere, and that's exactly what we got. So is it going to be Retribution, R-Truth, and Randy Orton maybe on Raw or something? I don't know. Something's going to go down, but Cena keeps his title. And he lives to, I guess, long enough to fight for another day. He's not going to lose the title until the absolute last chance, which is probably going to be in November or something. Survivor Series. Something's going to happen so he can lose his title. I'm looking forward to the Money in the Bank coming up because it's going to be very curious to see who's going to win it because that's the guy who's going to save the WWE. I think, to tell you the truth, it's either going to be Cody Rhodes who's going to win it or Drew McIntyre. That's who I think who's going to end up taking it to win it. So that's my personal opinion. But overall, as a pay-per-view, good, not great, not as, like I said, it was better in my personal opinion. Overall, the feel, how I felt coming out of it than WrestleMania either night. That's me, my personal opinion. So I don't know. You guys let the king know in the comment section below what you guys think of Backlash 2025 St. Louis. Did you like the matches? Was it good? Did you like it better? Either way, Let me know in the comment section below and give me your thoughts. Keep it clean or I'll delete you. Plain and simple. So there you go, guys. That's my official Backlash St. Louis 2025 WWE live event review. Hope you guys like it. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out our Andor Season 2, Episode 7 to 9 review with myself and the Admiral. Other movies that I watched, like Nosferatu. Hopefully I said it right. And what other reviews that we've dropped earlier and we're going to continue to drop after this video on this fine Sunday morning. But either way, it's a win in my book. Was it the greatest pay-per-view that I've watched in the last year or two? No. But I'm hoping they're headed in the right direction, especially with this John Cena. That match felt less robotic than it did or boring than WrestleMania when he won the title. Hopefully, he'll dust off some of his ring rust and he'll get more of his personality back that kind of like draws into the fights and the people he's going to challenge. So until then, be the hell good. Stay off the King's Row, and I'll see you guys where? Right here on YouTube Land. Take it easy and definitely be the hell good.